Nice. Another video uploaded. Donald Trump campaign video trending. Gotta check that out.
This president is 6'3" up. Let's put America first. And oh yeah, immigration.
I miss the old days. 2020 is such a tiring year. I just wish I could sleep through it, honestly.
Zoom after Zoom can be exhausting.
This is going to get worse before it gets better.
50 million unemployment claims filed in the span of just 4 months.
Puerto Rico. India.
I just had the weirdest dream. Wait a second. What day is it? Hi, Jairudius here. And for the last 7 months, I've been asleep in bed. In a situation like this, I feel like the best thing to do would be binge watch a lot of YouTube videos so that way I can see what's trendy, what's hip, what's poppin'. Montage time. I don't know what I just... So, "2020 was a cringy year." Where do I start? Mullets. No, get that picture of Billy Ray out of my face. No. We're talking about mullets like these. Which is basically just a pixie cut with extensions. I'm not saying that's a bad thing or anything like that. See, the resurfacing of this oh-so-trendy hairstyle is because of music icon Melanie Martinez, who, as you can see, can pull it off. Because she's famous. Because she was the original one to do it. Because she's the OG to think this was a good idea. And you see, the hairstyle itself isn't what's cringy. It's more how the trend went from 0 to 100, then back to 0 in about a matter of a week. I bet when you picture mullets in your head, you're thinking rednecks or Billy Ray Cyrus. But you don't think Billy Ray Cyrus wore a mullet because he thought it was cool. No. He wore a mullet because other people thought it was cool that he was wearing a mullet, therefore making it cool. Funnily enough, his daughter actually hopped on the trend, and she didn't look half bad either. I guess it just runs in the... Or did Miley Cyrus start the trend? I don't know. Another thing that seemed super trendy last year was celebrity drama. Doing stupid stuff and then having to do half-assed apologies for those stupid decisions.
I'm so quick to grab my phone and just say whatever's on my mind in that moment without ever really thinking the ramifications of my words, my actions.
I feel like the main offenders were these three: Shane Dawson, Jeffree Star, and Trisha Paytas. We also have Ellen DeGeneres, James Charles, Jake Paul, Nikita Dragon, Aunt Becky from Full House, half of TikTok as a whole, and Kanye West ran for president, but that's not too bad. A little cringy though. And I feel like the worst of all of them is this family used the adoption of a special needs child to gain clout on the internet. And then once they had that clout, they returned the child with special needs to the adoption agency. And I'm not even putting their picture up. They deserve no recognition whatsoever. Honestly, all these people are the kind of people that you would hear say, oh, cancel culture is a problem, when in reality, they're all just kind of assholes, and their attitudes are the problem. And the reason why people like that get away with the things that they do is because of a little thing called stans. Okay, so for those of you that don't know what a stan is, Urban Dictionary describes it as When you love someone or something so badly that you're willing to drive your car off of a ridge with your pregnant girlfriend in the trunk. Oh, like Eminem. Uh-oh. Like Eminem. There are all sorts of stans on the internet, and you've probably met a couple of them. If you ever put your opinion out there, and you were like, hey, I love this TV show, and then someone was like, yeah, well, you don't love this TV show as much as me. That's a stan. That's actually a really good example of a stan.
I know so much about celebrities.
And they're very mean about it. There are so many stans out there in the universe. Actually, wait, hold on. Let me pull out my, Neil deGrasse Tyson voice. There are so many stans out in the universe. It's almost astounding. But the cringiest of those ever-expanding stans, in my opinion, would have to be, first of all, young stans. Typically, young stans are these underage kids that somehow get in communication with influencers. I'm not sure how that works. Once they get in communication with these influencers, they decide to speak to them inappropriately for one or two reasons. Sometimes both. One, because they're clout chasers. They just want the attention, so they create dirt on these influencers to get the attention. Then two, because young people are young, and young people make stupid mistakes that they think will make them happy. That still doesn't mean that influencers should take advantage of them. Next up on the cringy stans list is old stans. Not really much to say there, they're just old. They don't really know how to use the internet much, so they kind of believe everything that they read. You know, as Abraham Lincoln once said, you can believe anything that you read on the internet. The funny thing about these guys is that they're ready to fight at a moment's notice. Like, they will pick up arms for anything, even if the goal is unclear, as well as the evidence behind whatever cause they're going for. The last one, and probably the biggest enabler out of all these stans, because mostly what stans are just enablers, would have to be simps. Now, it's too late to talk about gamer water. It's too late to talk about how a Twitch streamer tried to bully one of the #1 YouTubers on YouTube. But it's not too late to talk about this.
What you mean to say is, I'm so irresponsible with my money, I can't support the entertainment that I enjoy.
But boys, don't let anybody treat you like this. You guys are kings, or queens, or both. I mean, you be whatever you want to be, I don't judge, but the thing about it is that you're royalty. But don't let anybody act entitled over you. Unless it's what you're into. Some people are into that. Like, I don't judge. I'm not here to judge. You do you. If you're really that desperate for companionship, though, I did recently make a YouTube video on how to meet e-girls. So, just want to throw those there for you if you need it. I saved the most cringiest thing for last. It's anti-mask type stuff. I'm gonna get a little serious here. America has just entered its 4th wave of coronavirus. There are plenty of people out there who still don't care. And honestly, are there people out there that don't even believe it's real anymore? Honestly, like at this point, does it matter whether you believe it's real or not? However, whether you believe that this pandemic is a real thing or not shouldn't stop you from wearing a mask. There are plenty of people out there who aren't getting affected by the virus itself, but more by the way that people are handling it. Sure, it's harder to breathe, but it seems like the polite thing to do is wear a mask around strangers at the very least. Every day it seems like we're getting closer to the end of the pandemic. There's a vaccine out there. Sure, there's another variant, but there's also a vaccine coming out for that one too. And eventually, we're going to be able to go back to normal life. It may not be this next month, or the month after that, or the month after that, or the month after that. But eventually, we will get back to normal. Plus, another big benefit of wearing a mask is that you get to hide your ugly face.
It's disgusting!
Now, you've probably been wondering how I was able to keep my beard so well groomed after being asleep for 7 months. And right now is probably when I would tell you about Dollar Shave Club. However, I'm not a popular YouTuber. That's probably never going to change, but you pressing that like and subscribe button will definitely help in the effort. Maybe turn on notifications or whatever those cool YouTubers are saying these days. Anyways, I'm gonna take a nap. Happy New Year's. Let's just hope that 2021 is at least a normal year.